Listening to a Robin Banks Productions, baby.
Yeah, it's the underground, it's the underground, it's the underground, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, hey, that's your ass, before you done. It's the underground, it's the underground, yeah, it's the underground, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, hey, that's your ass, before you done. Move sticks, first down, you better not step out of bounds. You don't really want it, but you really need it. It's the underground, man, we undefeated. Michael Jackson couldn't beat it, fourth down, couldn't reach it, man, you squad about to lose it. Go ahead and face the business, purple corner still lost. Pay the cost to beat the balls, turn the motherfucking lights off. Yeah, CTE, these niggas can't see me. Got your head fucked up, got the game locked up, and it's over for your ass. Fourth down, you better pass. You know what it is, you ain't gotta ask. It's the underground, it's the underground. It's the underground, yeah, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass, when you're done. It's the underground, it's the underground, yeah, it's the underground, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass, when you're done. Yeah, it's the underground, you know what I mean? You know what it is, hey, it's the underground. Underground sports, baby. It's the motherfucking show, yeah. You know what I mean? Hey, underground sports, baby. It is what it is. You know me. I love football, so that's what we talking about. You know what I mean? I mean, we love all sports, but it's football time right now, baby. You know what I mean? Let that be right. You know what I mean? It's the underground. Yeah. Week 6 preview. Matter of fact, week 6 review. That's what we're gonna do real quick. You know what I mean? Sorry it took so long, but you know what I mean? Hey, I had some shit to do. Got a little bad, but that's alright. You gonna get it. You know what I mean? Like I said, baby, week 6 review. You know how I do, baby. I like to go over all the games, go back, see what's going on. Way back on last Thursday, the 49ers dominated the Seahawks. You know what I mean? 36-24. Jaguars got beat down by the Bears in London. 9:30 in the morning on Sunday. Bears dominated that game 35-16. Another domination. The Buccaneers dominated the Saints, man. The Saints is hurting. The Saints tried to come back in that game, but hey, 51-27 Buccaneers. Commanders ran into the Ravens, man. The Commanders was on the roll, but they couldn't handle the Ravens. Ravens got them 30-23. The Cardinals lost to the Packers 34-13. Colts beat the Titans 2017, which was a good game. Texans beat up on the Patriots 41-21. Browns lost to the Eagles 20-16. That was a good matchup. Chargers got out on the Broncos 23-16. My Steelers 32-13 to the rival Raiders, baby. We needed that one. The Falcons jumped on the Panthers 38-20. Dominated that game, and the real domination was the Lions versus the Cowboys, man. 47-9. The Bengals beat the Giants on Sunday night, 17-7, and Monday night we wrapped it up with the Bills and the Jets. And the Bills won 23-20. I believe any team could have won that game. That was a good one. But that game, speaking of that game was looking like both teams not needed a wide receiver. Guess what? Last night / this morning, both teams got them a new wide receiver, don't they? The Bills get Amari Cooper, who's on my fantasy squad. I'm loving that. And if you got Devontae Adams on your fantasy squad, you got to be loving that too. He wasn't even playing last week because he was so upset about getting traded. He was sitting down talking about a hamstring. We all know his hamstring wasn't hurt. He was getting out of town. Or I wasn't playing. You know, he played it basketball style. You know what I mean? And forced his trade. And it looks like that's coming to the NFL more and more. You know what I mean? But let's take a look at these standings real quick. After Bills did beat the Jets They go to 4-2 to be dominant in the division. You got the Dolphins, the Jets, and the Patriots after that. AFC West, the Chiefs still 5-0. They didn't play last week on the bye, but you got the Chargers, and then that just beat the Broncos next, and then the Raiders at 2-4. AFC North, Ravens is 4-2. Steelers is 4-2. Bengals is 2-4, and the Browns is 1-5. They ain't making it happen this year. AFC South, Texans 5-1, Colts 3-3, Titans 1-4, and the Jaguars pulling up their rear at 1-5. Now in the NFC, you got the Commanders still leading the division after a loss to the Ravens. You know what I mean? You never really can put your head down after losing to a good team like the Ravens that been around for a while, got MVP, two-time MVP at quarterback. Commanders got a young quarterback, so they still got to be proud of themselves sitting at 4-2. Eagles keeping up the par of the 3-2. In second place, Cowboys, man, worst looking 3-3 team. They get blown out or they beat a bad team. That's that. They just not good. You got the Giants at 2-4. NFC West, 49ers finally get on top of the division at 3-3. Like I said, they beat the Seahawks, who's also at 3-3 last Thursday. Cardinals at 2-4, and the Rams is 1-4. Still think the Rams is better than that. NFC North, the Vikings 5-0. Still, they also had a bye last week. So both 5-0 teams had a bye last week. Didn't have to worry about taking the L. Still sitting on top of their divisions. Okay, you got Lions second in that NFC North at 4-1. The Bears at 4-2. Green Bay Packers in last place at 4-2. Easily the best division in football. None of these teams is in last place. Ain't no way. NFC South, you got the Falcons at 4-2 and the Bucks at 4-2. It looks like that's the cream of the crop because the Saints is 2-4 and the Panthers is 1-5. Okay, that is our NFL standings, and that's just what I like to do, man. I like to recap. I mean, this is where you can get your little information from right here and look at what's going on. Like I was saying, though, man, the Jets and the Bills just acquired those two number one receivers that they both needed bad. Except for, Josh Allen's record, they were keeping up with their record, and Josh Allen was keeping his team up record-wise, but they were struggling. You could tell. They was missing Stephon Diggs, period. And they went all out, and they got their boy some help with Amari Cooper, which I think is a better receiver than Stephon Diggs. Attitude and ability, you ask me. So I think the Bills is definitely probably going to be Super Bowl contenders at this point. I mean, they already were. They already were Super Bowl contenders. And the Jets, this can probably make them a playoff contender, even though they sitting at, 2-4? I mean, the Dolphins ain't all that. They can slide up in there. I mean, they going to be looking at a wild card spot at this point, but they can make it. You know what I mean? Now, if you notice something on the screen, I got my phone number up there. Why is that, man? This is a record right here, but next time, man, I'm going live. I plan on going live tomorrow night, and I got my live call-in number up on the screen. 412-407-2744. Call in when I'm live. I plan on going live tomorrow night after the Thursday night football game. Call in, talk your sports, talk your shit. You know what I mean? Because that's what we do around here on the underground. You know what I mean? That's what we do. But we looking back at the last week because we do next week's about to start tomorrow. So it's our last chance to look back. And when I was looking at the games, man, I'm looking at all the games. I hit on my 5-game parlay this week. I don't know what y'all did out in the gambling world, you know what I'm saying? But I finally hit me a parlay, nice little parlay. And what I did, I was just looking. I went with the best quarterback, man. And I could have won if I would have been bold enough to pick more teams. I could have won more money because all the teams with the better quarterback won their game. 49ers, Seahawks, Bears, Jaguars, Buccaneers, Saints. Ravens, Commanders. Packers, Cardinals. Colts, Titans. Texans, Patriots. Eagles, Browns. I ain't naming all the quarterbacks, but y'all know the quarterbacks, man. Chargers, Broncos. Steelers, Raiders. Y'all know the quarterback. Falcons, Panthers. Lions, Cowboys. Bengals, Giants. And the Bills, the Jets. Y'all know all the quarterbacks of these teams. The best quarterbacks, literally, won every single game this week. So if I was you, Because that's what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the year. And I ain't going to say you're going to hit them all, because anything can happen. But there's a good chance that you got the better quarterback, you should win that game. And this week pretty much proved it. Literally every game. The only game that was tight when it comes to better quarterback, and it really ain't tight, but I mean, playing-wise, Jaden Daniels was playing as well as Lamar Jackson. So it felt like an even matchup, but the experience from Lamar Jackson stood out and topped Jaden Daniels 30-23. That was the game everybody wanted to see, and they showed out. It was a good game, but Lamar Jackson, two-time MVP, came out on top. Just like Brock Purdy went on top of Geno Smith. Caleb Williams, is he already better than Trevor Lawrence? Because he went over in London where it's his first trip to London. Trevor Lawrence been to London at least twice. It's got to be his second time. If not his third time, I feel like the Jaguars go to London every year and dominates them. So yeah, man. You know what I mean? Of course, Baker Mayfield did his thing again. Jordan Love did his thing. C.J. Stroud did his thing. You know what I mean? Justin Fields was going against a backup, Aiden O'Connell, so they won. Steelers won. Falcons beat up on the Panthers, so hey, man, Kirk Cousins ain't to be played with. Kirk Cousins ain't to be played with. It ain't nobody like in Dak Prescott right now. Cowboys take another L, big time L, embarrassment at the crib. That's because Goff's a better quarterback. Goff's a better quarterback. So, yeah, man, that's what it's looking like. You got the better quarterback. It ain't always like that. But last week it definitely was. So I'm keeping rolling with that. Now, speaking of better quarterbacks, like I said, not Jaden Daniels, but Caleb Williams beat out Trevor Lawrence. Keep forgetting his name. That's how bad he been playing. He beat out Trevor Lawrence. The Bears to fear now. The Bears are 4-2 in the best division of football, sitting in third place at 4-2. But don't nobody want to play the Bears. They got weapons every year, and they got a scrappy defense. So you got to fear the Bears. I mean, the NFC is loaded right now. You also got the Bucks looking for real, too. I said, that 51 they put up on the Saints, the Saints still got the same defense. They ain't rolling on offense like they was, but the defense is pretty good. Always had good DBs, and Baker Mayfield threw the ball at wherever he wanted to throw the ball. So the NFC is loaded. You also got the Lions being dominant. You also got San Fran getting back on the train. Seahawks is still respectful. Falcons being consistent. And Kirk Cousins got it rolling. So my question is, y'all, man, who's coming out of the NFC? Is it the Niners again? Can the Bucks come out of the NFC? Or is it the Lions year? I'm going to bet a lot of y'all going to say it's the Lions year, because that's what I'm thinking. It's looking like the Lions. But I don't know, man. San Fran's getting it together. Definitely getting it together. But yeah, man, I mean, so I said best quarterback wins. And speaking of best quarterback, my Steelers went out there and beat the Raiders. Dominated the Raiders score-wise. The score looked a little lopsided than what it was. It wound up being 32-13, but if you watch the game, it was a lot closer than that. And Justin Fields played well again, but really Najee Harris took over the game and made it easy for the offense to move the ball up and down the field. And once speaking of better quarterback, we was thinking about, Russell Wilson's healthy. Is he going to get a chance to play? I thought if you was going to play him, you should have played him right there in this game. But now, after you win 32-13 with Justin Fields, he's scoring all the touchdowns, whether they're on the ground or in the air. Justin Fields is making it happen. Steelers are sitting at 4-2, tied on top of the division with the Ravens. It's too late to put Russell Wilson in the game. Well, let me say not too late, but it just would be messy at this point, I believe. And that's not what I would be looking for. You almost got to wait for Justin Fields to have another 2-game losing streak and us to get out of position in the division or the conference or something like that to throw Russ in there at this point. Because the team is playing for Justin Fields. I felt like we needed a spark after the 2-game losing streak, but that was a nice dominating win over the Raiders, who didn't have a whole bunch, though. Wasn't the best team in the world, but it's hard to sub out your quarterback after a win. It just don't add up right. It don't sit right with me. As much as I wanted Russell Wilson to get in there and see what Russ could do, because I do think he could spread the ball out a little better. But Justin Fields got it rolling. I mean, what you gonna do? I don't know. I see Mike Tomlin sticking with Justin Fields. If he stuck with Justin Fields this long, why would he switch it up? He said there's consideration for Russell Wilson to get in the game, but that's for every backup quarterback in the NFL. There's consideration for him to get in the game. If Justin Fields get hurt or throw 3 interceptions and a pick 6 or something like that, yeah, of course you can get in the game. But I don't think that's what Mike Tomlin's thinking. Mike Tomlin's got this train's rolling. He's 4-2. He's going to keep it rolling the way he got it and depend on his defense. Speaking of defense, T.J. Watt, without the help from his fellow outside linebackers, Herbig and Highsmith, stepped the fuck up. Forcing fumbles, definitely MVP of the game. Defensive MVP of the week, easy. Ain't no way nobody did nothing better than that. I mean, on the goal line, both of them. I know you see it. If you ain't see the game, you go back and watch the game. The punch-outs was crazy. Perfectly done. Saved the day for the Steelers. Because like I said, if you watch that game, they was driving the ball. They were driving the ball. The Raiders wasn't as bad as the score makes it seem like. All right? Like I said, man, I'm going to be going live soon enough. All right? Going live soon enough, and that's what I was waiting for, to get my call-in number. So y'all call in, man. Talk your sports, talk your shit. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy, Filthy Rich, on the underground. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot to talk about. But, hey, I got to go, man. I just know that was a good week of football last week. And the quarterbacks won all the games, man. The best quarterback won all the games. So, you know what I mean? You looking at your parlay this week, and you got a team that don't got the best quarterback, you might want to switch that up, baby. You might want to switch that up. You know what I mean? So, I'm going to leave y'all out on this one. I'm going to leave y'all on that note on this one. And I'm going to see y'all tomorrow night. And we're going to do the preview for next week. Maybe make some predictions. I don't know. I think I might make my predictions Saturday night. Saturday night or Sunday morning. But if you call in, you make your predictions right there. You know what I mean? So, hey, call in. Let me know. All right? It's the underground, baby. It's the underground. It's the underground. It's the underground. It's the underground. You better pass. You better run. And that's your ass. Before you done. It's the underground. It's the underground. It's the underground. It's the underground. You better pass. You better run. And that's your ass. Before you done. Move sticks. First down. You better not step out of bounds. You don't really want it, but you really need it. It's the underground, man, we undefeated. Michael Jackson couldn't beat it, full down, couldn't reach it, man, his squad about to lose it, go ahead and face the music, flip the corner, still lost, pay the cost to beat the balls, turn the motherfucking lights off. Yeah, CTE, these niggas can't see me. Got your head fucked up, got the game locked up, and it's over for your ass. Full down, you better pass. You know what it is, you ain't gotta ask. It's the underground, it's the underground, it's the underground, yeah, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass. Who you done? It's the underground, it's the underground.